and then blow it out. And that's it.
That didn't hurt at all.
I chose that.
What's up? I'm super excited to be here at Chrystal Clinic today because these people are amazing, and I can't wait to tell you all about them and their story, and it's awesome. We're here with Chrystal and Luke, the owners of Chrystal Clinic here in Sycamore, and we're just going to have a little chat and see what they do here. Thanks for taking the time to sit with us today.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks for being here.
So we're here at your clinic in Sycamore, and you guys do much more than acupuncture here. Is that correct?
Yes, I do the acupuncture and Chinese herbal medicine. We also have yoga, which Luke is the head of yoga. We have beauty services like spray tanning, facials, eyelash lift and tint, things like that, and massage therapy. And then we partnered with 5 local artists and made the place into an art gallery as well.
So everything, all the artwork that's on the walls all around is for sale, and it's from local artists.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. What a great way to help out the community and decorate your office space at the same time. That's really cool. Acupuncture and cupping and yoga is all really Eastern medicine, right? How did 2 people from the Midwest and the Sycamore area get turned on to Eastern medicine? What's your journey with it?
I think it started about 10 years ago for both of us. I was in Florida, he was in New York. So for me, I was having my second son, all natural, and in order to, he was 10 days late. In order to sort of get the labor started, I decided to try acupuncture, and it worked. I went into labor 2 hours later and just fell in love with the medicine then, 10 years ago. And it took a couple years for me to go back to school and 5 more years to get the doctorate. And I ended up here in Illinois, and then he began his journey in New York.
Yeah. I lived in New York for 10 years, which over there, yoga is kind of like a lifestyle.
Okay.
It's part of like your overall workout. A lot of people are doing it, so there are tons of options there. So it's been, I've been practicing for about 10 years.
But then there's also a mindset of the Eastern practices, as it were, yoga and acupuncture, cupping, chiropractic, massage therapy, which also really ties everything together with modern medicine, Western medicine, as it were, and can treat the body as a whole in a better way than just sticking with one thing or the other. You guys ascribe to that, and can you talk about that a little bit?
I definitely do. I give all my patients a homework assignment of self-care goals. I'd like for them to have a daily goal, a weekly goal, and a monthly goal. And I'm hoping that some of those goals include other practices like yoga, massage, chiropractic, things like that. The more that you can do for your body, the more you can help bring it into balance.
Yeah, I mean, I think my biggest successes is when people actually adopt the yoga into their daily routine. So you can do a class or, take a private session and do a little bit of meditation or asana, which is the physical practice of yoga. But once you start, integrating it into your daily routine, 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day, up to an hour or 2 hours a day, which is a lot, but that's when you're doing your job, is when people are starting to actually bring it into their day-to-day life.
I'm sure that you've seen some pretty great transformations with people, right?
Yes.
So what's been like the best transformation that you've seen for a person and a patient or a client in your years?
I've had several women walk in here kind of hobbling with their back, and just one treatment and they're able to walk out of here a lot better. That's really amazing. I've been working with one woman recently, and she started coming about 6 weeks ago. She had this long list of things that were out of balance: hot flashes, night sweats, insomnia, digestive complaints, tension in the neck and shoulders, and a long list. And within a few weeks, we were able to get a lot of them balanced out. And so that's really exciting to see as well.
If I understand this correctly, and I could be way off base, I'm going to come in, you're going to poke me full of holes, and then I'm going to feel awesome, right? Is that how it works?
Pretty much.
Or can you explain a little bit more for the people that don't really know?
Yes, and I do. Every time I get a new patient that's never had acupuncture, I really want them to understand what's happening. I don't want them to be laying on the table with needles wondering why they have needles sticking in them. So I like to use a really quick explanation called a paper cut analogy. So if you've ever gotten a paper cut, that'll send a signal to your brain, and the brain will send a signal back down to heal and repair. So in a few days, your paper cut's healed up, because your body has the ability to heal and repair itself. So when I put the needles in, they send a signal to the brain, and the brain sends signals back down to heal and repair. So it's not me fixing you, it's not the needles, it's your own body starting to fix itself. Different points send different signals to the brain, and we're just tapping into all of your already existing mechanisms, like your immune system, your hormones, your endocrine system, your natural painkillers. You have all of that set up in your body already. We just kind of go in and get them fired up and starting to work right again. If you're afraid of needles or acupuncture, don't be. I have patients as young as like 9 years old. They come in, they get needles, they love it. So if they can do it, you can do it.
Even I can do it. I mean, well, that's super cool. That's really interesting. So then how does cupping tie into that as well? Because I know you offer that service.
Yes, cupping is amazing. It is just a way to, so there's a saying in Chinese medicine that is, when you have pain, you have lack of free flow. So all of our tools are encouraging the body to restore proper blood flow. The cups actually pull the skin away from the muscles and allow that blood and fluids to flow through properly. They also have an effect on your pores. They open up your pores to help relieve any toxins that you have. So we encourage you to drink a lot of water, keep the area covered, things like that afterwards. But generally, people come in with a lot of neck and shoulder tension, and almost everybody has that. And I use another tool called gua sha, which is kind of like a scraping. I do a little combination of the gua sha and the cupping. That way people can really feel a relief when they leave as well.
Thanks. And I can attest, I've done it. I am a client here as well. And it really works. What are you doing to bring business in?
We're definitely a member of the Sycamore and DeKalb Chamber, so that's fun. It's good to attend their meetings and network and get referrals that way. We get a lot of referrals just from patients who tell all their friends and family, and they come in. And recently we started doing some events, like we started with a self-care date night, which a couple could come in and they got 30 minutes of yoga, a 30-minute massage, and then 30 minutes of acupuncture in the ear. So we've extended that and done a couples massage night, and recently a ladies' night out, which included a back facial, a massage, and a mindset training. So we're just trying to be creative and come up with events that will help give people something to do, but something healthy to do as well.
And we focused heavily on digital as well. Really, taking, making a lot of investments in the web experience, having all of the services bookable online, connecting all of that into social media and into our...
That's great. I really like that. So what are your plans for the future? Like, what does a year from now look like, or 3 or 5 years from now look like for you two?
Yeah, we're optimistic. I think this whole thing, the whole health crisis that we're in right now has really brought a lot of attention to what we're doing. Not only here, but in terms of people really taking a different look at health in general, and we think that alternative medicine, holistic medicine, and these different modalities will just continue to become more relevant. So I think there's a lot we can do. We'll see.
That's awesome. Well, it's good to be positive, and what you put out in the world is what you get back. So you put out that positivity. And with that being said, one of the questions I love to ask in my interviews is if you could say one thing to the people out there that are watching the video, if you have one message, and it could be whatever, it could be related to your work, your life, anything, what would that one thing be?
Just go for it. Life's too short to live in fear, I guess. So whatever you want to do, just work on it and realize your vision.
Well, listen, Chrystal, Luke, thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate you sitting with us and giving us an insight into your business. And all of you out there, if you happen to be in the Sycamore area or you're so inclined, come on out, check them out. It's a great place. Take care. Be well.
Thank
We'll see you next time.
Thank you, guys.
You bet. Cool.
I think we can put these down too.
Oh, you're fine. Whatever you're comfortable with. This is actually good because I have short legs.